Good morning, Facebook. Attorney Tim Anderson here from Virginia Beach. Yesterday I did a video about the House bill that is going to change how electors pick our president in Virginia. And when I was merging that over to our YouTube channel, I accidentally deleted it. So I'm re-recording it for the purposes of containing the content. If you watched the video yesterday about the Electoral College, then this is a duplicate video. I just accidentally deleted it, just recording it again for content. Okay, so basically what we have before us is a bill with the in the House of Delegates, which wants to put Virginia into a compact with other states on how we pick our president. Now, how we pick our president is this. Each state has electors, and the state decides how those electors are going to vote, and then at the during the election, when we vote in the popular vote, then the state's rules tell, like, the Virginia electors how they're going to vote, how the North Carolina electors how they're going to vote, and that's called the Electoral College. And so we don't actually really vote for the president. We tell our electors who to vote. Now, electors are just regular people. They're not congressmen. They're not anybody who's employed in the federal government. They're just regular people, but they are appointed to be the electors who pick the president. That's how our founding fathers set it up. Now, what is happening in most of the Democrat states in the United States, like California, New York, and with the strong, heavy Democrat states, is they want to come together and they want to capture enough electors from those states to where they will tell their electors to vote however the popular vote of the national vote of the United States is. So, for instance, in California, they have 55 electoral votes. And if this compact comes together and there's enough states, what California and New York and the other states would say is that whoever wins the popular vote gets our vote. So it essentially sidesteps the electoral college from the intended purpose of what the founding fathers were. The founding fathers never wanted the presidential contest to be a popularity contest. They wanted it to be a geographic contest. That way there, states like California don't get to tell states like Rhode Island what they want. Each state has their own amount of votes. Now, let me show you this very quickly. This is the 2016 map, all right, the presidential map. So as you can see, Donald Trump won 306 electors versus 232 to Hillary Clinton. Now, Hillary Clinton mostly won the popular vote by more than 2 million votes, but a lot of those votes came from heavy Democratic states like New York and California. And so just because she won the national popular vote, she lost the presidential vote because you have all of these red states which all had certain electors, and when you totaled up how those states voted, Donald Trump won. That is exactly how the founding fathers intended it to work. Now, the issue with the states picking their electors, almost all the states do it on a winner-takes-all purpose, except for Nebraska and Maine, which they have this little bifurcated system. But most states do it this way. In Virginia, whoever gets the most votes, all of the electors go to that candidate. So I have, in Virginia last time, it was Hillary Clinton. So even though a lot of us voted for Donald Trump, more people voted for Hillary Clinton, so she got all 13 of the votes. The Constitution allows the state to decide how it's going to happen. Article 2, Section 1 says the states get to make those own decisions. So that's why a state like Nebraska and Maine are different, because they get to make their own rules. But what's happening, though, is there's this compact coming together that if they get 270 electors into this compact, then the rest of the country will have absolutely no say with their electors who gets to vote for the president. And right now they are at 196. So there's 15 states that have joined, California, New York, the big states, big Democrat states. They're 196. Virginia is asking to join with this bill, which would put 13 more into the mix. There are other states right now, currently, that have this same kind of a bill before it. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Kansas, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. So if you live in one of those states, this is trying to be happening there too. And if all of those states were to come in, you'd have basically 18, 19 states that are going to tell the country how the electoral college is going to work. And that's not what was supposed to happen. It wasn't supposed to be this gang of states gets to decide how the country goes. Now, fortunately, even if this passes, there's only been 2 presidents in the past 100 and some odd years that have actually lost the popular vote, but won the electoral college, and that was Donald Trump and George Bush. But those are, the Democrats are still pretty sore about that, and they're trying to change the rules to make sure that that doesn't happen again. Now, this could bite them in the butt in the context of, if it is truly a popular vote, then we could see California have to vote for a Republican president. But it's not really designed for that purpose. It's designed to make sure that what happened in the Trump-Clinton election will never happen again. So that is where we are, and that's what this is about. If you don't like it, feel free to vote in the write to your elected people, elected delegates and senators about this, and tell them that you don't want them to be a part of it. It's kind of a scary thing to think about. Have a good day. Take care.